Pinterest has come out with some exciting new features recently, and if you want to know what they are so you can stay one step ahead of the competition, stay tuned to this channel. Hey there, it's JJ Gat. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, now that's corny. Let's try something. Hi, this is JJ Gat. So today we are talking about new features on the Pinterest app. This is a Pinterest marketing channel, and it's been a while since I've actually gone through the various different changes. And I figured now is a great time to do it because this week, that's right, this week, Pinterest essentially did a little bit of a 180, and they added some new features and they clarified some other features. There's a little bit of shift in focus, I believe, in my impression. So let's go through 11 new features. Some of them aren't new. Some of them aren't new, but it's the first time I'm discussing them on this channel. So we're going to go through 11 features on Pinterest that you should know about today. The first feature you should know about is idea pins. So you have seen an earlier iteration of idea pins. They were called story pins. Essentially, it was Pinterest's take on vertical video. And I believe they called it story pins because the other platforms like Instagram and Snapchat use that term stories. However, different from idea pins, which is on Pinterest, those pins are short. They usually only last 24 hours. And then the other thing that was different is usually about the creator, the behind the scenes, looking at the life of the creator, and it's all about the creator versus the audience members. Whereas idea pins is about giving members of the Pinterest community, the audiences, the folks who come for ideas and inspiration. One thing that you'll notice that's new is that Pinterest is actually, and I noticed this recently on my feed, is giving us ideas for how to create it. The first time I saw it, I clicked it because I thought they were going to give me ideas, but instead it was Pinterest inviting me, a creator, to share my idea with the audience. So that's a little something else to look out for, seeing daily inspiration or ideas. And that's kind of letting you know, that's Pinterest letting you know what's trending. And I'm a big believer that you should always do trending content, especially if you're a creator or you're someone using Pinterest for business, is always get ahead of the trends. Second thing that's new on Pinterest is that they're testing out live video. So the way they're testing out, they've selected 21 creators on the platform, including some brands, to showcase live, but they've had them scheduled. So all of this week and the end of last week, they invited members of the Pinterest community, creators and everyone actually essentially to RSVP to attend these events. They're going to start on Monday and they're going to run through, I think, Thursday or so. So next week, you'll be able to. Actually, this event has started already, so I can give you some feedback on what it's like. I like the fact that Pinterest added all of the live sessions that I RSVP for into a board for me. When I logged on for the first time, there was split video screen. The top half of the screen was the face on of the creator. The bottom half was like a video of the creator. For a couple of the first two that I saw, they were doing a recipe. The other one was like turning leggings into like a shirt into some biking pants. Below that half, if you swipe up, you can see the folks who are participating. On a couple of them, they have their friends actually walking through, or other people walking through live on video, as well as they were showing how to do the various different things. And below that were the people who were watching them in little bubbles. One thing that I liked about also this event is that I was able to watch it in picture, which could be a function of my iPhone. But so the video, I was able to slide away and put on the right or bottom portion of my screen of my phone and continue functioning, doing other things while I looked at the event. It's mobile only, but it was a good experience. I thought there's other going on all through the week, but at least that'll give you some feedback as how that went. It may not be a feature for all creators and businesses. It could just be just an event. That's all. It was interesting. So that's the second thing. The third thing that you'll notice new on Pinterest is they've established a code of ethics. They're calling it the creator code. And the way this is rolling out, that the first time you create an idea pin, which is the non-beta version of story pins, you are going to get a pop-up that's going to essentially give you the language of the script. You hit yes or I accept, you're free to then start creating. I believe the creator code applies to all aspects of Pinterest, but it's something that's targeting specifically the creators, which is they're asking people to be kind, to be post truthful information, to not try to purposely exclude other communities, but essentially be a good citizen. And the 10% of the people that really create the content and populate the Pinterest ecosystem for the audience, the 90% of the people who come to Pinterest for ideas and inspiration, who actually search for the content that the creators are putting out there. So there you have it. That's the creator code. That is the third thing that's new on the Pinterest platform. Rolling right through these. So the fourth thing you're going to notice, and Pinterest actually released this or announced this recently, is that they are allowing skin tones. For the United States, they've long had the ability, if you do a search, for example, for skin products or even hair products, you will get prompted additional options to select your skin complexion. But that was only things unique to the United States. However, since then, they've opened it to the world, to Brazil, I think parts of Asia, other parts of the world where there are people with different complexions, different ethnicities, and perhaps different races. So that's new, and that's great because it's a global organization, it's a global platform, it's a platform that's available to everywhere around the world, and it's wonderful that Pinterest is recognizing that people of various shades and ethnicities and colors are in other parts of the world. So that is number 4. So on for Number 5, Pinterest is working more closely with Shopify to allow Shopify members to easier integrate and upload their products straight from the Shopify app, Pinterest app. And if they do ads, to easily retarget Pinterest pinners who've shown interest in the Shopify merchant's website. And so that's relatively new, a more stronger relationship with Spotify. Number 5, these next 6 through 11 may not be new, but they are new to this platform, and some of them are new to me. I asked my fellow Pinterest experts, is this new? And they were like, no, that's not new, but I'm going to talk to you about it because it may be new to you as well. So number 6 is the follow feed. Now, you may notice that, so it's the places is the top bar on your feed. When you open up your home feed, you're going to see these little bubbles, and on those little bubbles you have creators. There's a number usually associated with tell you the number of story pins that creator have posted since you last looked at it, and so to let you know to be updated. It's really a discoverability tool. So if you're a creator, Pinterest has been allowing and unrolling new places for people who are pinners to discover you. So that is the 6th thing, is the follow feed and the count and a discoverability aspect of the Pinterest platform. Number 7, speaking about feeds. So you know that when you log onto your Pinterest account, whatever you last search, most likely Pinterest is going to give you more of that, believing, that's what you're interested in. Now you can actually tune and filter your feed to exclude certain boards if you're not interested in seeing feed from that board, or to actually exclude the history. So if you don't want Pinterest to give you suggestions based on what you last search, you can exclude your history. You can also change up and alter. When you first signed up for Pinterest, they ask you to identify certain categories. So if those categories have since changed, you're no longer interested in certain topics, or you want to get more of one topic, you can now toggle off or click off or pick new topics to be in your feed. So now you can have a smart feed that's filtered just for you. Enjoying this list? I hope you are. If you are, I want to invite you to hit that subscription button so I can bring you this type of content in the future. And if you hit the bell next to it and set it to always, I'm not quite sure, hit the bell next to it, you will get notified by YouTube whenever I release a brand new video, and that'll give you the opportunity to be ahead of the competition and know what's going on in Pinterest. So thanks so much for your support, and we'll get back to the list now. Number 8, you can now reorder your pins. You have your pins, your boards actually organized a certain way, you can now make them alphabetical order. You can now, or do them drop in, so essentially drop. We always tell people to put the boards that's related to their product, their website, their whatever it is as their main home first. So now you can do a drop and drag. You can do an alphabetical order, or you can do a drop and drag the way you do it. And you can just change that anytime. So you can reorder your boards, and that's not necessarily new, but that's something new to me that I just noticed. So I'm counting that in a new category, and that's number 8. So 9, 10, 11, 3 more, and we're almost done. Another feature that is not necessarily new, but is new to me, is your ability to add collaborators in a variety of different ways. So now if you, for any particular board, you can push this button and they'll allow you to add collaborators through by emailing them, through socials, through actually inviting someone who's already on the Pinterest platform by email or just by directly. So now you have the opportunity for just expanding the number of people that can collaborate your boards, and you have a lot of different dynamic ways to invite them in, which just makes it more intuitive and make it more easy to get people to chime in and help you out with your boards and populate your boards. So adding collaborators in more different ways is number 9. 2 more to go and we're done. Time for number 10 already. We're almost wrapping up. So number 10 is now you can filter your updates. So you can filter your updates by, what's the categories? Updates by photos, by comments, and by other, I forget the other category, but I'll put it here. So when you have your updates, you could just decide, I don't want to see the comments, or I only want to see the photos, or I don't want to see photos. And so you can just filter the updates, because I get a lot of them. I get a lot of requests or email requests or something. I just get lots and lots of them. I just ignore them. So now I can actually filter them out so I don't get them anymore. So thank you, Pinterest, for that. Again, that's another one that may not be new, but it's new to me. And if it's new to me, it might be new to someone else. So that's number 10. 1 more and we're done. Number 11, and the last and final update that I discovered, or for this purpose of this video, is that you can, again, this is something else that may not be new to you or may not be new to the platform, but is new to me. Actually, someone told me it's been 8 months since you've been able to do this. You could actually batch pin. So you can hit a pin, set it up, and select several different other pins. The person I spoke to said she was able to do 4 pins, but you can actually batch pin. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to test this out. Maybe more than 4 pins. Select the title, select the description, the alt text, drop the actual link, and then also decide whether you want to publish it now or whether you want to schedule it out. And you can select which board it should go to, and 1 or 2 clicks, but it makes it more efficient. So so I'm excited about that. There you have it, 11 new features, 11 newish features on the Pinterest platform. I hope that was helpful for you. And then if you enjoyed that list, again, I want you to invite you to subscribe to this channel. It's one of very few Pinterest marketing channels. I've had it for a year. Thank you for all of you members of the J Squad, and for free. So if you subscribe, it costs nothing to you. However, it lets me know that there's support out there for my content. And so stay tuned for more Pinterest marketing, and including my latest comment winner. Thank you for commenting and for joining me on this journey on this channel. So I'd like to continue to be able to bring you great content, social media videos on this channel. I do them weekly, and the more I can, the more info and insight you get. Take care, JJ Gat. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, cue my outro music. Boom, boom, boom.